This rain plague threatens humans with rainwater with very high acid levels. Anything that is exposed to the rainwater will blister, including humans. Michael is a man who lives separately from his wife who is paralyzed. He has to go back and forth from another city to his destination city just to see his wife lying at home. But all that is for the sake of finding money and moving his wife named Karen to the hospital for treatment. While on the other hand there is a woman named Elise with her sister who is at school meeting the principal. Her child named Salma has disciplinary problems. She often fights with her friends until she gets a fairly harsh reprimand for the umpteenth time. Salma turns out to be Michael's child, so it turns out that Michael married Elise first and Salma was born. But their relationship did not last long and decided to divorce amicably. At that time Salma was at Michael's place and saw the news on TV that there was dangerous rain. Excessive heat waves made most of the country affected. Acid rain, residents must be careful. The news has spread and the rainy season has started. Salma and her school friends are practicing horse riding with their teacher. But Ellis has concerns about her. According to the weather report, it will rain. Elise asks Michael to pick up Salma. At first he can't because he is working, but this seems serious. In the end, Elise and Michael together look for Salma. A long queue has occurred on the road, so they have to break through and find another way to get there quickly, because it will rain. Michael even has to run to find Salma. Luckily Salma is on time. They manage to take shelter in a warehouse. While her friends and teachers did not survive the acid rain, the rain can not only injure human skin, but can also damage car bodies. The streets are filled with traffic jams. People are running for help. One of the men tries to get into their car, but Michael stops him. Since that incident, many people have died and could not survive. Many vehicles cannot move. Most of them take shelter at home and make their own defenses. Elise invites them to go to her brother's place. The distance is quite far, but they say it is safer there. They move at night, but their car can't hold up and breaks down. They continue their journey on foot and take shelter in a building that looks empty. Luckily, there are some foods and drinks that they can consume safely. They are not allowed to drink from the tap water because it is dangerous. Michael tries to call Karen and it turns out she has been transferred to another hospital. That's good for her. Michael promises to come to her after successfully delivering Salma and Elise to their destination. Michael and Elise's relationship does seem fine, but behind that they still harbor feelings of annoyance, especially towards Elise. Elise feels Michael doesn't have enough time for his family, especially Salma. In the end, there was a small conflict between them that night. In the morning, they had to continue their journey with other people. Unfortunately, their journey was hampered because there was tight security from the police. Not everyone was allowed to enter. Elise managed to enter, but Michael and Salma did not. Then the bridge looked like it was going to collapse. Many of them ran back. The pressure of the people made Elise fall into the water, until she slowly blistered and could not be saved. Salma tried to help her, but in vain. It was too late. Michael contacted Karen again and told her that Elise was not safe. He also contacted Elise's brother, but there was no answer. In the end, Michael turned to Karen. Initially, they were escorted by soldiers with other refugees, but the soldiers could not take them any further and told them to walk. It started to rain. In the end, people started to get hit by acid rain. Luckily, Michael and Salma found an abandoned tunnel and took shelter there. The next morning, they arrived at a settlement. It seemed there were no people there. Then Michael fell and it seemed like he needed help. Salma screamed for help. At first, no one wanted to help her, until one of the families saw her and took her in. They were Deborah and her son who had kidney disease. Michael thanked them, but he also told her that it would be better if Deborah didn't live on the top floor. It would be dangerous if acid rain fell again. Michael's suggestion was accepted by her. She moved the goods and medical equipment downstairs. Meanwhile, Michael would stay in the warehouse with Salma. Deborah couldn't leave the city with her son's condition. That night it started to rain and began to destroy several buildings, including Deborah's house. Unfortunately, Deborah and her son did not survive. Michael and Salma tried to escape using a car, hoping to get far away from the settlement. Luckily, they were able to get through. Michael stopped and was devastated by the loss of Deborah. Salma asked Michael, where were they going? Shouldn't they go to her mother's brother's place? Michael didn't want to go there, especially since Elisa's brother couldn't be contacted. Salma escaped from the car, but she was trapped in a swamp full of acid water. Salma got on the tractor, but slowly the tractor began to sink. Michael desperately tried to save Salma even though his feet were blistered. In the morning they were found by the military and taken to a refugee camp. Michael was treated in a separate room. Salma apologized because of her father's behavior. He became like this. For the time being they are safe. Until Michael recovers. That was the storyline of the Aside film. If you like this video, don't forget to leave a like and see you.